We will demonstrate the Dynamic Resource Pools feature in Cloudera Manager. From the Clusters menu, click Dynamic Resource Pools. This screen shows the current status of all the pools. For today's demo, I need to specify how your jobs, my jobs, are placed into these pools. This is done from the Placement Rules tab. Click Advanced. I'm going to choose root.primaryGroup. This means when a job is submitted, it will check which primary group the user belongs to and run this job under a resource pool with the same name. If that pool doesn't exist, Jan will create one. For today's demo, we will have 3 users, dev1, dev2, and prod1. They belong to 2 groups, dev and prod. Here's a script for creating these users and groups. I'm going to SSH into the cluster as these users. Dev1, Dev2 runs a very simple Spark application that calculates pi. This represents casual users running less important jobs. Here's the script. I will then do the same for Dev2. The prod user is running a Spark application, TerraSort. This represents important users running critical jobs. Now we have everything in place. Let's run them in parallel. Note, from the output, you will see that the application is running under root.prod in this case, where prod represents the group name. Great. We will come back to this page after some time. Now you can see under per pool allocations how the resources are divided among these jobs. Green represents prod group and blue represents the dev group. Purple shares show how the resources will be divided if there's a conflict. There's no conflict right now. Now let's specify these resource pools and give them some weights. To make things a little bit clearer, I'm going to give a weight of 18 to the prod group and a weight of 1 to the dev group. Note this adjustment happens automatically behind the scene and requires no restart. If these are not specified, then each resource pool simply gets equal weighting. After some time, you can see that the blue region representing the dev group is decreasing. This means jobs submitted under the dev group are now getting less resources allocated to them. This is what we want. Let's wait for some time again. And now you can see that the blue region is getting so little resources and these unimportant jobs are now pending. Well, we don't want that either. Let's go back and change the weight from 18 down to 8. Now the ratios are less extreme or the jobs will run again. Now I want to show a different feature called the scheduling rule. This allows you to have multiple of these wait settings or resource settings, and each group will be activated based on the time. To do that, we go to Configuration and click on Scheduling Rules. First, I'm going to create a weekend schedule. This is activated on Sunday and Saturday. Next, for this specific demo, I'm going to create a custom schedule activated between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. daily. Because right now it is between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m., this custom rule will be activated automatically. But we want to change the custom rule to have a different value from the default. In this case, 2 for the prod group and 2 for the dev group. So now let's look at what happens when the custom rule is activated. Prod and dev each getting equal shares again. Each time when we make an adjustment, that configuration under the specific schedule will be activated.